Babe, I really like this place.
It's nice. It's nice.
I love the atmosphere here. But I don't know, what's your plan for us exactly?
What do you mean by plan? I don't get what you mean by a plan. Why ask me that kind of question? We've been dating for about 2 years. Yes, I know. We've been dating for about 2 years. I feel that us rushing things is just being desperate. Why are you being desperate?
Sorry, I didn't mean to upset you.
It's not. You don't tell me sorry. You didn't mean to upset me. You can't rush something like that. It seems like you're being desperate about things like this. I don't know why you're being so desperate.
And I'm not being desperate.
I've heard.
Hello and welcome to the program Hot Button. It is always a delight to have you guys join us on the program. Knowing a partner for a length of time is good, and giving your relationship good enough time to give room for understanding and tolerance is also good. But this can't be forever, should it? My name is Johnny and I have with me in the studio
TOYOSI.
and
TIMISHE.
TIMISHE and TOYOSI. You guys are welcome to the program. Thank you. This is Hot Button. We press any button and we'll make it hot. So let's look at length of dating today. Length of dating. People do date, but there is such a thing as a moment where you can redefine the status of the relationship. Now, when does a relationship become too long?
So for me, a relationship becomes too long when I am tired of that relationship and when I do not see where we're going or where the relationship is going to. Like before we started dating,
Okay.
you should know that, okay, this is who I want to actually get married to. You cannot just say, oh, I want to date this person just because
For
I just want to be
dating's
with
sake.
someone. Yeah. So for me, dating becomes too long or relationship becomes too long when I'm tired. I mean, I'm not seeing the future. I'm not seeing anything. I'm not serious. So
Wow, great one. All right, let me hear from you, Timishe.
Okay, for me, when a relationship becomes too long for me, like, there's no direction. The relationship is just there. You are not communicating with me properly. I don't see myself with you, and you are not even making efforts to, like, even prove yourself to me. So,
At that point, it becomes too long.
Too long.
It doesn't matter if it has lasted for 6 months,
yeah, it doesn't matter.
7 months, 3 months. So long as we are not vibing together, that relationship becomes too long for comfort.
Yeah.
Because there is no definition of where it is headed.
Yes.
Okay, good. So why would we want to date for so long a time?
So basically, dating is friendship, but it's just intimate. It's just more intimate. So we want to date for so long, probably because for familiarity, to get to know each other better.
Okay.
Also for companionship, for comfort, for for love. You love this person so much, and then you just want to be with this person.
Okay.
Yeah, and you don't see yourself with another person. That's it.
So long as all these things exist, love, good communication, the relationship, cannot be said to be too long.
Right.
All right, let me hear from you, Timishe.
okay, so I would want to be in a relationship for a very long time because I want to get to know you, like study who you are, what might get you angry, what you like and what you don't like. And also, I would want to date you for a very long time because I want to know how patient you are with me because I know I can be very annoying.
Oh, wow.
So I want to really know if you will be there, like you stick with me, my sad times, my happy times, and all that stuff.
You know, one thing you said, I know I can be annoying. Everybody feels that way because we are different people from different backgrounds. There are certain things I would do that will make you feel like, why is this person like this? And then there are certain things you will do that I will feel, why are you like this? So it is just what makes all of us individuals, okay? So now let's look at this. At what point should we become concerned if our relationship is taking too long? We're happy to have a lengthy relationship. We're knowing each other. We're getting along very well. But is there a point where, in as much as we are getting along so well, you just begin to feel like this is taking too long? Especially when you are around that age of 20, 26, 27, 28, and then biologically you're approaching menopause, and then you still find yourself in the relationship, everything going well. But at what point does it become uncomfortable?
So I have two answers to that.
Oh, great.
First, if you're not seeing any sign of seriousness, if you're not seeing that maybe this person doesn't really see a future with me, or how about I pack and go, do you understand? But, or if that relationship is causing physical abuse, emotional abuse, or mental abuse. And the problem with that is that you will not even be able to differentiate between that situation that you are in and love, or from love. You know, you will probably feel, he loves me, that's why he's doing this. And that is emotional manipulation. So if you're in that relationship, you should be concerned. It's already taking too long. It has lasted too long already.
Okay, so it doesn't matter if the love is there, the communication is
all,
there, but when these things begin to come up.
Right.
All right, let me hear from you, Timish.
Okay, so for me, if you want to, like, if you take me seriously,
Yeah.
like, a guy is financially stable, he's ready to start a family, and I've graduated, I'm in my early 30s, and I also have started something good for myself. Okay, so it shouldn't be so hard for you to, like, let me know where I'm going to, like, I don't want to waste my time. Yes,
okay.
I don't want to waste my time. Yes, so when he's, like, always changing the subject matter of, okay, well, I'm getting there, I'm still building up, like, it's getting too long. Well, I've started dating since, like, 2016, and we're not getting any younger. So you need to tell me, like, let me know what I'm doing with you.
Wow, you need to tell me, like, let's know where this thing is going. Otherwise, I'll start having that feeling of, man, I think if this doesn't go forward, I have to back off. Now, let me get this straight. Who is responsible for taking the relationship to the next level? And why?
For me,
Yeah.
it's the man.
Oh, it has to be the man.
Yes.
Okay.
Because even the Bible said it's he that finds you, he finds a wife, finds a good thing.
Okay.
So if you see a future with me, you should not drag your feet to wife me. Yes, I mean, look at me.
He who finds a wife finds a good thing, not he who finds a girlfriend finds a good thing. So if you're dating me and you haven't made me a wife, you haven't found a good thing. The good thing lies behind that thing called wife. Wow. Okay, let me hear from you.
Well, for me, it's both parties. And prior to that point where you feel you should take it to the next level, you should have had conversations. You should be seeing that maybe maybe we need to actually take this to the next level. But then, if I feel we need to take it to the next level, why not? I'll talk to you. Of course.
Oh my goodness.
Alpha, what's going on? Let's, are we doing this? Are we getting married? But if you've not had that conversation prior to that time, it will feel awkward. You are ready, or I am ready, and then my boyfriend is not ready to take it to the next level. So I'll look funny, like I'll look like a clown talking to you about marriage when you're not ready.
Do you agree with that? Like, a girl should tell a guy, like, hey, when are we doing this?
Maybe through conversations.
Okay.
Okay, you actually want to sit your guy down and, like, okay, what's the plan for us? And okay, he agrees with you, like, you guys share the same ideas, so why not? But me personally going to, like, ask my guy, like, when are we taking this to the next level? I can't.
Oh, you don't see yourself doing that?
I can't.
Why wouldn't you do that?
Because I feel if you really see a future, like, between us, you shouldn't hesitate to take the relationship to the next level.
Okay.
I shouldn't be the one to make the move. Before we started dating, we had conversation, like, we are going to, I want you to be with me. I see myself being with you for the rest of my life. So it shouldn't be hard for you to take the relationship to the next level when you know, obviously, I'm already in.
Okay.
So it has to be
But
him.
when you love someone so much, and then the person is not taking it to the next level, you mean you can't stoop so low to say, hey, let me do this informal proposal?
No.
Why? I want to know why you won't bring yourself to do it. Is it because the society has made it look like it's a man's, responsibility to take it to that next level? Or what exactly would make you not to tell him?
I can't, because he should know the right thing to do.
Oh.
Yes, he should know the right thing to do. I can't. I just don't know why.
I can, because I do not want to waste my time, and I don't want to waste your time as well. So that we don't waste each other's time, we need to talk about it. That conversation is very, very necessary. We have to have that conversation. We should know where this is going. I can't just be dating you 1 year, 2 years, 10 years. What is going on? There has to be.
So you have to voice it.
Of course.
And you say you can't voice it.
So what if you say it? You not look like you're looking desperate for marriage.
Wouldn't that make you appear desperate?
No, you're planning out your life. If I don't see, if you didn't see a future with me before, why then did you ask me out? I do not want to waste your time, and I don't want you to waste my time as well. So we need to have that conversation. It's very, very necessary. If you're not willing to, I would have that conversation with you. We need to talk about this. That is very, very necessary.
So what is wrong in being desperately in love with someone?
Everything is wrong with being desperately in love with the relationship. You can't expect me, we have talked about lengths of being in a relationship. If we've been together for like 3 years now, and you know what I like and what I don't like you basically know everything about me. You've met most of my family members.
Yeah.
So I feel you should do the needful and take the relationship to the next level.
Okay.
I don't have to voice out and tell you, know what to do.
But in a situation where he doesn't know, and you have known this your man for so long, and you know that, you should have known this man to tell yourself, even if I tell this person this stuff, he won't think I am desperate. You don't think you could approach it from that angle?
Well, I've not really thought about that.
Well,
but
No,
I feel
it's totally okay if you say, me, I can't make the move, and trust me, 90% of people will go with you. But let me hear from you.
Honestly, it depends on your level of maturity.
Okay.
Why would you think I'm desperate, or it means you're not mature enough.
Okay.
So that's it for me.
So an immature person, or someone who is not fully, mature to be called a man, would think you're desperate.
Yes.
But for someone who's, ready and then is mature, the person knows that, wow.
Okay.
Person
You're
could
serious.
even thank you for
Serious.
thanks for bringing that up.
Right.
We can. I think we have come to that point where if you see that brother and then he's not making that move, you have to make that move. It's just between you guys. It's not going to bring the roof on your head. All right? So I think we have come to that point whereby if you find your man taking things too slowly for your comfort, or he's not doing it the way you think it should be done, he's stretching the relationship beyond what you expected, I do not think there is anything wrong to approach the person like you said, guy, how far?
Yeah. What's going on?
Do you understand?
Right.
Well, I think that is cool, but trust me, it is difficult. The society has made it in such a way, not just the society, even biblically speaking, it says, a man shall leave his father and his mother and be joined to his wife. So it is, and from everything we've seen in the Bible, how Jacob worked hard to get the wife, it is mostly the men that would make the move. That is what we have seen in the Bible. That is what we have seen in our culture. That is what we have seen around. That is the reason there's something called the bride price. And most times it is, but one thing we don't always get right. Who marries a woman? Who marries between the man and the woman? Is it a man that marries a woman, or a woman marries the man? Let me hear from you. Or it could be both.
It could be both, but because I see on wedding invitations, the lady's name comes first. So
Okay.
you see, like TOYOSI words Kunle or something. So I feel it's probably the woman.
So what do you think?
The man.
The man?
Yes.
So what happens when a man comes? Have you ever seen a man propose?
Yes.
What does he say?
Will you marry me?
Yeah, so it's the woman that marries the man. We just come to ask. Do you understand? Because when we come and we go on our knee and then we say, will you marry me? So you are the one who marries us. Forget about the fact that we pay the bride price. But when we come to ask that question, we ask you, will you marry me? It is not, will I marry you? Or should I marry you? Will you marry me? Okay. Now let's get to let's talk about this one now. So in a situation where you find your man is not making the move, or your woman is not ready to take the next step with you, because this thing could swing both ways. There are some women that you could ask out, you're together with them, and then you're telling them, when do I meet your parents? And then they're like, I'm not so sure yet. Just wait. Let's not be in a hurry. And then it keeps going on and on. The relationship is going well, but you're not meeting the family. It happens like that to guys. There are guys who have gone to the family of the girl and then have visited like how many times and then nothing still happens. So in that case, where you see that, he's not moving in the direction I want, she's not moving in the direction that I want, what should we do? Should we walk away at that point?
First of all, you need to communicate. That is very, very, very important.
Okay.
So communicate with this person. I will communicate with you. I'll talk to you about it, how I feel. Are you sure you really want to do this with me? Are you sure you're still with me? And then if the person is still acting somehow, I will leave. Very simple.
Wow, you will
break up.
leave the relationship if
Yes.
it has gone that long and then nothing is coming out of it. What do you think, Timmy?
Well, to me, it's very right to walk away because you don't expect me. You're not getting time. Does not wait for anyone.
Exactly.
You can't expect me to, like, I'm in my early 30s and I want to start having my own children at an early stage. You can't keep bringing back and forth. It doesn't work that way. So if you are ready to take the relationship to the next level, you have to, as like she said, communication is very important.
Very key, yeah.
So we'll talk things out till if that doesn't change your mindset, then I don't want to waste my time and I don't want to waste your time. So it's very right to walk away from that type of relationship.
Wow. So you're walking away to what? Let me take it from you.
You're walking away to chill, first of all.
And then let time still pass.
Yes, you can not like
The
so
same
much
time
time.
you're trying to catch up
No,
with.
you're chilling because you are trying to, catch your breath. You just got out of a relationship. So
Okay.
calm down and then the right man will still find you. It's better to just leave. I
So
cannot
do
be
you
with
think
you.
you can find a man and then tomorrow you get married? Wouldn't
That's
that
not
man take
necessary.
time to also know
That
you?
is why you have that conversation even before. Funny how getting to know you can know your spouse after marriage. I mean, during you have a long time after the wedding and all. So it doesn't really it's not really necessary to just know. We can't fully know somebody.
And then if you have known someone before, like known someone fully before marriage, what else are you going to learn after marriage? Well, let me take the question back to you. Yeah. So if you leave the person, you're leaving the person to where? To do what?
First off, when I leave a relationship, I'll take time to work on myself. I want to know, what I want. Like, I have to achieve goals for myself.
Okay.
Like, at least get myself from anything that will make me think, because I've just left the relationship. It's not, you don't expect me to just walk into another one like immediately.
Okay.
It takes time for me to process and just feel chilled.
Wow. It's a bit complicated because you're leaving that relationship because you're feeling like time is going. And then you leave that relationship and then you want to chill. Isn't more time going?
For me,
Yeah.
not necessarily because time is going, but because you are not ready to be serious with me. You're not ready to take it further. So it's better to just leave and find somebody that, will be serious.
Somebody who will go, because this person comes in again, and then you guys take another ride of length of time to be together, or you're going to make your intentions known from the beginning. Hey,
Yeah.
if you're not ready to marry me within so time and so time, don't get in. Is that possible?
That sounds weird.
Is that possible?
That sounds really weird.
So what do you do? You still go in there with just hopes that the person will marry you early enough?
If I want to go into another relationship,
Yeah.
obviously we'll talk things out. Okay.
I want to hear what you're going to talk about. What are you going to tell the person so the person doesn't waste your time again?
Okay. This is what I would want in a relationship. I want us to have an agreement. Like, I don't just want it to be like as if we're just catching cruise and stuff like that.
Okay.
I want us to be in the same page. So I know that, okay, this is the relationship my current relationship now is going to benefit me and it's going to benefit you.
Okay.
So we would definitely have that conversation that, okay, this is what I want and this is what you want. So we'll just move on with our lives.
So it has to be defined from the beginning.
Yes.
Now, and I think it's very important that the person knows before you get in that relationship, the person knows that you have been in a lengthy relationship that did not work.
Right.
And you left because the time you felt was going. So I don't think it's out of place to ask the person, what are your plans? Where do you see yourself in the next 2 to 3 years? Most times we don't ask that question. We just get into the, relationship without talking. We just get in there with just hopes that, okay, things will work out very soon. But if we discuss it from the beginning, and then you constantly reflect on it, like, hey, I've made up my mind, I'm not going to date anyone longer than a year. If you know you're not ready to settle down between now and next year, please don't bother getting me involved emotionally and then walking away. So I think if we straighten that from the beginning, we'll begin to arrest some of these situations that come up and then keep people for such a length of time to wait. And if you are a girl, this person has walked up to you and said, hey, I want to settle with you and all that. And then the guy is making the move. Whatever it is that's going to make you slow the person down. It could be that you don't like the person, but you just don't know how to tell the person. Because you guys have spent such a long time. The best thing to do is don't even get so long in the relationship with the person. Because there are people who could feel disappointed and then they just start plotting how to take vengeance. Some will tell you, okay, I won't let you have, since I can't have you, I won't let you have someone else. So we've been talking on Hot Button and we're having this discussion on length of dating. And I've been talking to Timmy here and TOYOSI. And so far, we have discussed on when to leave if the relationship is dragging for so long. Nobody likes his or her time to be wasted. So if you know you're going to waste someone's time deliberately, it is best to just save the person distress and don't get people emotionally involved and then walk away. Now, having said that, how do we avoid the same situation in our next relationship, apart from having this discussion?
First of all, I'm going to pray. Because even the Bible says, when Jesus was talking to his apostles, and it was like, whatever you ask my Father in my name is going to give it to you.
Oh, great.
So I always underline that whatever. So I ask God, I'm going to definitely ask God, please direct me. I don't want to meet anybody that is going to waste my time.
Wow.
So yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
Prayer is very key in that situation.
Yes.
Yeah, prayer is key because there is nothing you can do on your own.
Right.
The watchman watches in vain except the Lord watches over the house. It is not safe. All right, let me hear from you. What do we do apart from talking so we can avoid, wasting our time in a relationship?
Just like we said earlier, we have to define the relationship from the start.
Beginning, yeah.
So it's not just like I'm the one who wants this. I also want you to be on the same page with me. This is what you want. This is what I want. This is how we want to see ourselves in the next 1 year or a month. So basically, just I want to tell you my aims and goals that I want in this current relationship, so that the mistake won't repeat itself
again. Good. And then there are certain things we can also try to avoid. Try, if I must say, do not be intimately involved. Because at the end, the moment you commit yourself intimately to someone, you have already hatched that problem. And then the person is not going to see anything else that he needs if you are giving him everything already. So we as young people must understand that if we get into a relationship, the best way to keep the person running towards us is to keep ourselves. Of course, our bodies are the temple of the Holy Spirit.
Right.
So we keep ourselves intact, and whatever advances the person makes towards us, if it's not coming from a godly angle, it is not getting to us. With that, you find someone longing to be with you, because you are a book the person has not opened. The moment you have read a book, trust me, what do you want to do? How many movies have you watched 10 times? There are some movies you just watch and then that's it. It's gone. But a movie you have not watched, you want to long to go watch it. So before we wrap up the show, what's your last advice to our viewer out there?
So my last advice would be, before you get into any relationship, make sure you have a conversation with that partner, with that person. Make sure you both don't waste each other's time. Because for me, I really hate it when people want to waste my time. I do not like it. So I'll have a conversation with you. Let's know if this is going to go somewhere or if you just want to play around. So that conversation is really important. And please put God first in whatever you do. Always pray to God, because there is nothing impossible for God to do.
Well said. All right, Tibi, let me hear from you.
Okay. My advice to the viewers out there is, before you enter a relationship, before you begin a relationship, communication is everything. You have to talk things through so that you have a plan for yourself and you know the direction you are going into. You don't just want to waste your time on someone that's, a relationship you won't see any meaning to. You have to be, and obviously you have to pray too.
Yeah.
So direction, you have to put God first in everything that you do.
Thank you so much, Timmy and TOYOSI. Well said. And I'm sure our viewer out there, you've got every sense from what we're talking about here today, so you can guide your relationship aright. Do not waste someone's time, and do not let anybody waste your time. It is on this note that we wrap up on today's show, hoping that you'll be with us next time when we'll bring it to you, another hot topic of discussion. God bless you for being with us.